Morning, student. Welcome back in this class. I hope you are healthy and safe at your home. This is the class 9 subject social science, and today we are going to discuss chapter number 2nd, and the topic name is physical features of India. This is the lecture 5th. And in previous lecture we have discussed about the Himalaya mountain and northern plain area and the peninsular plateau. So student, let's start. And so today we are going to discuss some topic. Firstly, we will discuss about the Indian desert. And the third desert is the largest desert in India, and it is located in western part of Aravalli range. And after that we will discuss about the coastal plain area, and coastal plain area lying near the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. And after that we will discuss about the islands. And in our country we have two islands just like Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep island. And after that we will solve some question. That question I have assigned in previous lecture. So student, let's start. So the northern part of the country is covered by Great Himalayas, and it is called Himalaya mountain. And after Himalaya mountain, northern plain area are formed, and after that peninsula plateau. So today we are going to discuss Indian desert, and you can see in your map Great Indian Desert located in western part of the Aravalli range. And in India the Thar desert is the largest desert in India. And in the desert area the climate is very dry and very less rainfall. So this area is covered with the lesser vegetation, and sand dunes also found in Great Indian Desert. After that, after that coastal plain area lie near the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. And after that coastal plain area they divide into two parts: western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. Western coastal plain they lie near the Arabian Sea and Western Ghat, and eastern coastal plain they near the Eastern Ghat and Bay of Bengal. And there is a there is a less gap between Arabian Sea and Western Ghats. So we can say that western coastal plain is a narrow plain area. And after that the western coastal plain they divide into three sections: Mumbai to Goa, it is called Konkan, and mid part means Karnataka, it is called Kannada, and the southern part of the western coastal plain is called Malabar coast. And Eastern Ghat lie near the Bay of. So the first landform is the Indian desert, and the Indian desert located in western part of the country, and we can say that it lies toward the western margin of Aravalli Hills. And Aravalli Hills located in Rajasthan. So we can say that the Indian desert located in western part of Aravalli Hills. And the Indian desert area they formed by undulating sandy plain. Undulating means just like a movement of plain area, and they covered by sandy dune. And the Indian desert also covered with sand dunes. Sand dunes means the hill and mountain formed by sand, and so we can say that those area formed by sand, it is called sand dunes. So many sand dunes are found in Indian desert. And the Indian desert area they receive very low rainfall, and they receive below 150 millimeter rainfall. And the next is arid climate. The Indian desert area is very dry and arid climate, and it's covered by very poor vegetation because availability of less water and rainfall. And stream appear means a river appear during only a rainy season, and after they disappear into sand because they do not have enough water to reach the sea. So in the rainy season only rivers can appear. And the large river in the desert area only Luni river. And after that Barkans also found in Indian desert. And Barkans must like a Christian shape. Christian shape means just like a half moon. just like a half moon shaped sand dunes are found in Rajasthan, and it is mostly found in the border of Indo-Pakistan border near the Jaisalmer. Near the Jaisalmer, so we can say that Barkans, they are crescent-shaped sand dunes covering large area of Rajasthan Thar desert. So all these are features of Indian desert, and the Thar desert is the largest desert in our country, and due to the arid climate and poor vegetation, because due to less availability of water, and this area is receive very less rainfall, just like it receive less than 150 millimeter rainfall. So in this area only Luni river can flow. So these are the features of Indian desert. So after that, and the next landform is the coastal plain. The coastal means those areas lying near the ocean, and the peninsula plateau is bordered by a narrow coastal land, means this area is covered by a narrow coastal land, and this land running along the Bay of Bengal in the east, means this area lying near the Bay of Bengal in the east and Arabian Sea in the west. And this coastal land are called coastal plain, means near the near the ocean coastal land, it is called coastal plain area. And after that, coastal plain divided into two parts: western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. So firstly we will discuss about western coastal plain area. Western coastal plain area, it lies between the Western Ghat and the Arabian Sea, because it lie in the western part, and western coastal plain, it lie between the Western Ghat and Arabian Sea, and it is a narrow plain. The western coastal width is very low, so we can say that it is a narrow plain area. And western coastal plain area, they started from Gujarat to Kerala, and the average width of western coastal plain, it is 50 to 80 kilometer, because there is a less gap between Western Ghat and Arabian Sea. So we can say that western coastal plain, the width is only 50 to 80 kilometer, and western coastal plain is drained by less river like Narmada and Tapi river, because many river they flow from west to east, but there are two river, Narmada and Tapi river, they flow from east to west, and they drain into Arabian Sea. So this area is drained by only Narmada and Tapi river. And the next is near the Arabian Sea, western coastal plain is found, and near the Bay of Bengal, eastern coastal plain is this located, and western coastal, and there is a less gap between Arabian Sea and Western Ghats. So western coastal plain is a narrow plain area, and eastern coastal plain is wide area, because due to much gap between Eastern Ghat and Bay of Bengal. And after that, western coastal plain, they divide into three sections. Mumbai to Goa, it is called Konkan. It is called Konkan, and central part, it is called Kannad. Kannad means those part covered by the Karnataka state, and Kannad is the language of Karnataka. And most southern part of the western coastal plain, it is Malabar coast. It is Malabar coast. So we can say that there are three sections of western coastal plain area. And eastern coastal plain area, they have two section: Northern Sirkar and Coromandel coast. Northern Sirkar is the northern part of the eastern coastal plain, and they started from the Odisha to Andhra Pradesh, and near the Tamil Nadu area, it is called Coromandel coast. So we can say that western coastal plain, they have three sections, and eastern coastal plain, they have two sections. So sections of western coastal plain, they divide into three sections. Mumbai to Goa area, it is called Konkan, and it is called northern stretch of western coastal plain. And mid part means the Karnataka part, and it is called Kannad plain, because Kannada is the language of Karnataka and it is called central stretch of western coastal plain. And the Malabar coast lie in southern part of the western coastal plain. So we can say that the western coastal plain, they divide into three sections: Konkan, Kannada and Malabar. And the next is eastern coastal plain. And eastern coastal plain, the plain is located between the Eastern Ghat and the coast of Bay of Bengal. And second feature is it is wide and leveled plain with average width of 80 to 100 kilometer, because there is a much gap between Eastern Ghat and Bay of Bengal. So we can say that eastern coastal plain area is wide and the width of eastern coastal plain is 80 to 100. And the next is it consists of two sections, means eastern coastal plain divided into two part. Northern Sirkar means northern part, means upper Odisha to Andhra Pradesh, it is called northern Sirkar. And the southern part, it is called Coromandel coast, near the Tamil Nadu, it is called Coromandel coast. And all major peninsula river, just like many river originate from the plateau area, na? Just like Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri, and they flow from west to east. So they drain into Bay of Bengal. So when they drain into Bay of Bengal, say they formed a delta. They formed a delta on the bank of the river. So all the so they formed a fertile land in eastern coastal plain by three rivers: Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. So these are some features of eastern coastal plain area. And after that we will discuss about Lake Chilka Lake is also located on the eastern coastal. Lake Chilka Lake located in eastern coast, and it is the largest saltwater lake of India, and it is located in Odisha. Okay, and the next topic, the islands. And islands means a island is a landmass which covered by four sides of water. And in our country we have two types of island, just like Lakshadweep Island in Arabian Sea and Andaman Nicobar Island in Bay of Bengal. So firstly we will discuss Lakshadweep Island. Lakshadweep Island group lying close to the Malabar coast. It lie near the south of the Malabar coast of Kerala. Means it lie near the Malabar coast and it is lie in the southern part of the country. And the Lakshadweep Island composed of small coral island. Composed of coral island means all these island they formed by small microorganism. And the Lakshadweep Island cover a small area of 32 square kilometer in and the Lakshadweep Island and Andaman Nicobar also union territory. So we can say that the area of Lakshadweep Island is only 32 square kilometer and it is the smallest union territory in India. Next is they were known as Lakadweep, Minicoy and Amandeep before 1973. Means Lakshadweep Island, they known as Lakadweep, Minicoy and Amandeep before 1973. And the capital of Lakshadweep is Kavarti Island. Kavarti, and Kavarti Island is the administration headquarter of Lakshadweep, just like a capital, and it is used as a administration headquarter. All important official work done in Kavarti Island. And also in Lakshadweep Island, the Piti Island has a bird sanctuary in the and Lakshadweep Island group has a great diversity of flora and fauna. And the Piti Island, which is uninhabited, has a bird sanctuary. In this area, Lakshadweep Island and Piti Island also found a bird sanctuary. So these are the features of Lakshadweep Island. Next is Andaman and Nicobar. Andaman and Nicobar lie in the Bay of Bengal and they are elongated chain. Elongated means a long chain of island located in Bay of Bengal. And Andaman and Nicobar, they divide into two parts, northern part and southern part. And a northern part it is called Andaman and southern part it is called Nicobar. And they are bigger in size and are more numerous and scattered. Means Andaman Nicobar are bigger in size, they are very bigger, less, they are bigger more than Lakshadweep Island, and they divided into Andaman and Nicobar. After that, equatorial on the Andaman Nicobar, equatorial climate is thick forest, and they are located on submerged or submarine hills range and are probably formed by volcanic eruption. These many submarine and range, and these are formed by volcanic eruption. And next is coastal region and island groups provide sites for tourism and development of fisheries, because the coastal region and island groups near the sea area, and then it is very important site for tourism and fish activity. And in our country there are 12 major ports of India which are used for business, just export and import goods from one country to the another country. So we can say that coastal region and island groups are very important for the port activity. So, due to the diverse physical features of the land have immense future possibility of development. So, with the help of different landform, we can develop in our country. We can develop the many resources, because all landform they provide us water, forest, northern plain area, port activity, fish activity. So, with the help of different landforms, we can do anything, and it provides us possibility of development.